It's like the government's gonna be on me right now, bro.
Yeah. Probably.
I just do podcasts with Mooch and Crap Gamer, and my channel's basically built on slandering other companies and other people, and I'm a huge Microsoft fanboy.
Now the government's gonna be on me. What the fuck? I don't want the government on. It's fucked up.
Yeah, SJWs would love that. If the government watched everything, they monitored. If the government monitored everything we did.
You think the worst of anyone who isn't in your cult.
Yes, I'm gay.
Well, I mean, yeah, my PC does destroy the Scorpio. A lot of my friends have PCs that destroy the Scorpio.
Oh, you're watching that?
It's not really that hard. You know?
He's smarter than you.
Maybe if you guys didn't block everybody who said otherwise, you might learn something about, you know, how technology works. Okay, if you know, I mean, this is going by, you know, Val said.
You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's sad is that even after all of this, after all of the evidence I've shown you,
Hey,
after
did you
all
hear
of the
this,
links I've given for you to take a look at, every explanation of the Valve survey that you keep talking about, all this, and you still don't get it right. In fact, what you said just now is even more wrong than what you were before. You've added stuff to it that's wrong. Now, I'll put links in the description to Fringy's video and my response to him, so you can go back and you can look at these later, because really, it's kind of embarrassing how you still keep getting this wrong, Mitch. The Steam hardware survey doesn't do gaming PCs, it doesn't do gaming rigs or anything like that.
Yeah, the PS4 is more powerful than the Xbox Scorpio. The PS4 Neo will probably be more powerful than the Scorpio.
It only took, alright? It only took the
It's not.
It probably will. Xbox has always been the, I mean, not Xbox. What? No, PlayStation is superior.
Well, I know it is, but not to this.
No, I'm talking about the PS4 Neo.
Oh, Neo.
Yeah. It's the new PlayStation that's coming out.
PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
What? It's PlayStation 5?
People follow you, Crap Gamer Mooch, for confirmation bias. They want to hear what they want. They want to hear what suits them. They want to hear things that
Who uses that reticle?
So when you say, oh, only 34% of PC gamers play in 1080p.
Hey, you know what a confirmation bias is?
PC gaming sucks then. Because
Okay.
they follow through.
Oh, come, wait! What? Well, you want to know what just happened? Dude,
What?
like, a plane on my team, a plane just came, I was parachuting down from a bomber, a plane came out of nowhere, and my parachute, and he just wrecked my parachute, and I died.
I want to play that game so bad.
So something I pulled out my hat. Steam. No, again, that's not what the Steam survey says. But this has been explained to you next gen. You're not I said all that in the video, right? Yeah, we have taken objective data. Explained to you why you were wrong, and you didn't listen. Instead, you responded with ad hominems and accusations of racism and calling people cocksuckers and blocks on Twitter.
PC gamers are cocksuckers.
Wow, you're utterly clueless about the quality of your titles, aren't you? So rags, those guys, the top that decided to make a video about not thinking that you're about to be okay, friend. Yeah, that's what happens when you say stupid things. Good YouTubers, like Fringy and Top Hat Champagne, rags, they make videos talking about and exposing you for saying dumb shit.
Feel good.
We are losing objective Duff.
Yeah, your video was of such low quality, it was so full of awful nonsense, it took a while for me to get it through it all. A 10-second lie can take 10 minutes to correct, truthfully. Plus, I enjoy making content. Like, I like it. I like making videos. I have a whole channel and everything. I'm just a busy doggo. So you should feel privileged that I, of all people,
Privileged.
give you any sort of attention. Because honestly, you're one of the most insipid morons I have ever encountered on the internet. It has been what an adventure it has been.
We have lost them.
Guys,
tayyaresi. Dikkat eyle. Tayyare tam yukarıda. O tarafta bir düşman gözlüklü.
We have lost objective apples.
Bir sıhhiyeci görüldü. Düşman tayyaresi tam yukarıda.
Losing objective Charlie. Lost objective.
So that he thought he was on the moral high ground for once? Yeah, that's what cowards do next gen 720. Oh, and don't say that that word is nasty for black folks. It's only nasty for people who give a shit. There are tons of white people who get super offended because you said a word. There are tons of black people who just don't care. Because it's a word.
Yeah, it's a
It literally has no power over you unless you act like it does. And those people have made themselves invincible to it. They don't victimize themselves because of it. That's why you can call me a faggot cocksucker fruitcake and it doesn't matter. I don't care. What's the worst you're gonna do? Type in all caps at me?
He didn't say he was retweeters. Long story, right? But Ray was takes me, right?
No, I didn't retweet it. I said nigger. You made a big deal about this and made a video and you went back on Twitter and you don't even know what it was for.
I didn't understand why Rags and Copy and those guys were making these videos back here. Not back here.
Sıhhiyeci aha orada.
Wait, to my knowledge, you need at least one response video to me. You
Bakın,
obviously
bir
do care
sıhhiyeci.
you're making response videos. I mean, you
Tam
clearly
o tarafta.
care enough to
Onları
make
içlerden
a video
biri.
and post it to YouTube. Now, I know you don't want to, like, ever
Bir sıhhiyeci görüyorum.
wow.
You have to put it on
Düşman
Hey, he's still there.
O
It
tarafta.
has to process. You have to put in the name. You have to tag it. You gotta get a description. You gotta take all that time waiting on this
Makine ötecek. Düşman.
Soccer.
after you go through all that trouble to post a public YouTube video. Whether it bothered you, I don't know, but something bothered you enough eventually to block us on Twitter. I just understand. You know, next gen, write books about the things you don't understand. It's called the dictionary.
Because I'm pretty good at video.
Düşman sıhhiyeci orada.
There's more people now.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Your interchangeable use of PC gaming rig is very confusing. It's a little disingenuous. It's obvious that we know that you don't understand the numbers work based on your continued refusal to understand what Steam surveys report. Come on, next gen. Come on. You're telling us we didn't understand you now.
Maybe it was a lot of appearance. This would be the most, you know what I mean?
And then 2 seconds later, you bring in $3,000, $2,000 PCs. Like, if you're the only one talking about $2,000, $3,000 PCs here,
Düşman bombardıman tayyaresi. Tam yukarıda.
not at all. You're like seconds later, after you accuse us of not understanding you, you say the thing that we say that you...
All I was saying is because you have GTX 1080, whatever you're rocking with, 1089, whatever that was in the ring, all that's not allocated.
Gördünüz mü? Bir düşman tankı.
We are
Next
losing.
gen, when you say things like
O
this,
tarafta! Bir
do you ever
düşman
say to
tankı!
yourself, after you say them, after the words leave your lips, do you ever ask yourself, did I just say a dumb thing? Is the thing I said... No, of course not. If you would have done that, you wouldn't have said these words. I mean, do you see the pattern developing here? You say something about PCs. People who know things about PCs make response videos to the things that you say,
We are losing
telling you why
objective
those
charge.
things are wrong. You don't change at all. There's a pattern developing, right?
We
And
have
over
lost
and
objective
over, we've done it again. We have come full circle. Once again, next gen. Maybe that's why you call yourself next gen 720.
Tayyare görüldü.
Basically two circles and ended right where you begin. I don't know if you're aware, but a GTX 1080 is stronger than a Scorpio.
Düşman
GTX 1080 will probably run basically everything better than a Scorpio. When you think of power that it has with the tinkering you can do with settings and things like that, I think it would be really hard pressed for a Scorpio to be able to do
Dikkat
what
edin!
it's able to
Bir
do.
asker!
But maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. And based on everything we've seen, I don't think I am. Maybe I will be. Microsoft's really going to have some magic if they want to get past the GTX 1080. Look, and maybe next gen you have never ever been on a PC before. But if you did, and you actually played games on one or knew anything about them, you would know that the background processes you might be running if you were playing games like Origin or Battle.net or Skype or Discord, Steam, Chrome, these big no impact on performance when you're playing a game, right? The idea that PCs are getting bogged down by background processes is dumb. Technically, does having more processes running slow down your computer? I mean, technically it might, but imperceptibly. It's negligible. You won't notice it. You never could. Now, if you want to stream a video and watch this and have something rendering, and if you want to do all that stuff in the background and play a game, yeah, your performance will suffer. But rendering videos and doing things like that, it takes a lot of attention away from your computer. It's stronger than a let's just keep going.
All I was saying is because you have a GTX 1080 or whatever you're rocking with, 89, 32 dash, mini cal pistol, whatever the hell you got in your rig, all that's not allocated to gaming or console. Everything game is
Next gen, when you say things like this, you ever say to yourself, after you say them, words leave your lips, do you ever ask yourself, did I just say a dumb thing? Is the thing I said, was it a dumb thing? No, of course not. If you would have done that, you wouldn't have said these words. I mean, do you see the pattern developing here? You say something about PCs. People who know things about PCs make response videos to the things that you say, telling you why those things are wrong. You don't change at all. There's a pattern developing, right? It happens over and over, and we've done it again. We have come full circle, once again, next gen. Maybe that's why you call yourself next gen 720, because you've just done basically two circles and ended right where you begin. First off, I don't know if you're aware, but a GTX 1080 is stronger than a Scorpio. GTX 1080 will probably run basically everything better than a Scorpio will. When you take the power that it has with the tinkering you can do with settings and things like that, I think it'd be really hard pressed for a Scorpio to be able to do what a 1080 can do. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. Based on everything we've seen, I don't think I am. Maybe I will be. But Microsoft's really going to have to work some magic if they want to get past the GTX 1080. Look, and maybe next gen you have never ever been on a PC before, but if you did, and you actually played games on one or knew anything about them, you would know that the background processes you might be running if you were playing games like Origin, Battle.net, Skype, Discord, Steam, Chrome. These basically have absolutely no impact on performance when you're playing a game, right? The idea that PCs are getting bogged down by background processes it's dumb. Technically, does having more processes running slow down your computer? I mean, technically it might, but imperceptibly, it's negligible. You won't notice it. You never could. Now, if you want to stream a video and watch this and have something rendering, and if you want to do all that stuff in the background and play a game, yeah, your performance will suffer. But rendering videos and doing things like that, it takes a lot of attention away from your computer. It takes a lot of resources. So normally you just wait until it's done rendering to play your games if you need those frames. It's also kind of interesting how you seem to be under the impression that an Xbox doesn't have any background processes running, like at all. Like you're literally just running a game and there's nothing else happening. There's no
Get the door, puppy.
internet connection.
No, now.
Launchers that keep open. There's Skype. There's notification stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the games and all the release and all the can't release that. And all the all that. And you don't understand how these things work. You really don't. You honestly have no idea how they work and function. I mean, have you ever asked yourself, well, wait a second, there's all this infinite variation in the amount of computers we have, and yet games all the rules. Fine, there's 70 don't have your console. But all the PCs will have basically the same components. Motherboard, all that stuff. They have the same pieces. Their arrangements and the way that they communicate together, yeah, they can have some impact. But never to the point where it runs worse than a console does. I mean, you know what like DirectX is, right? You know what OpenGL is, right? You know the purpose of those things. You know what they do, right? Right? Optimization is good.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right,
it's not
right.
something that makes consoles run better than PCs all of a sudden. Optimization can get you somewhere, but it's not some sort of a magical panacea to all technological and system requirements. The end result is that games run better on PC. PC gaming and the power you get with it is getting cheaper and cheaper by the day. Couple that with the ability to customize performance based on your budget.
Flugzeug, seht ihr
A
das?
lot of people just say to hell with consoles. Game at 1%.
Because got him. I pretty much have a Glock.
And I don't believe that for 1 second. A PC that is designed to run at 4K is not going to run at lower frame rates than Assassin's Creed, especially based on what I saw. Of course, there will be PCs that will run at lower. There will be PCs that run at higher. There will be PCs that run at 1440p that run at way more FPS. There will be PCs that run at 1080p with way more FPS. They'll probably have better texture qualities and low distances and really everything. Because remember, next gen, performance is more than just resolution and an FPS cap. Because a lot of gamers like me who consider 60 FPS to be unacceptably low. Here's how my works. Though I do think it's a little interesting. Digital memory systems like you about Xbox, well, they're just shells and you can't trust them. And then they come out the next day, you're like, oh, we gotta believe them. You wouldn't disbelieve Digital Foundry, would you? If it's something we like, you're in trouble. If it's something that makes us look good.
Oh, haha. Feel good.
Assassin's Creed Origins on Project Scorpio runs at consistent frame rate in 4K. A report from a leaked copy of Game Informer magazine talks about the performance of the newly revealed Assassin's Creed Origins on Project Scorpio. The article says the report mentions that the writer had some hands-on time with the game running on Scorpio, and while on PC it ran at a fairly steady 30 FPS, on Project Scorpio it ran at a frame rate that felt more consistent at 4K resolution. Why would you take this as canon? Fairly steady 30 FPS is what felt more consistent. And this is all based on one guy who had some hands-on time with the game.
In Ordnung, aussteigen.
Not only that, they don't say anything about the kind of PC that was made here. What were its specs? Is it a weak PC, a strong PC? And what do you mean by
We have taken objective
basically,
butter.
we have fairly steady to felt more consistent. What is that even supposed to mean? There's so much we don't know. There's so much to be left up to interpretation here. Either pro PC or pro Scorpio. This is practically meaningless. The article also says that other than that, the small size of the screen used for the demo unfortunately made noticing tremendous differences with the standard version difficult. Well, wait. What's the standard version? We haven't set the precedent for the standard version yet. The standard version running on
Return
what?
to the combat.
On where? And apparently Assassin's Creed Origin runs at dynamic 4K resolution on Xbox One X. It's not even native.
Xbox One X? What?
You know how many parents this holiday season are going to be thinking, Xbox One X? What? Xbox One X? Wii and Wii U. Like I thought for ages the Wii U was just an add-on for the Wii because it has the word Wii in its name. And it's this tablet-looking thing that you plugged in it. It's marketing. It's important. And yes, I know it's Xbox One X.
The gall.
I get that. It's more clever than it is. Truthfully, Scorpio was a way better name. I would have called it some sort of a nonsense word like the new cars. Like Volt, Max, Veloster. I mean, I
Ubisoft.
It's almost like the things that we warned them about are coming true. No, but to be honest,
PlayStation Pony, Xbot.
with their whole 4K thing, as if it's this weird upscaled sort of this, and you can dip the word, and it's sort of 4K, but not really, and it's not. Yeah, thanks for money for water filter.
Oh shoot.
I don't know if Sony was the one who started that. Someone did. Whoever it was, fuck you. And I don't want to be too much of a Debbie Downing here, but wasn't the Xbox One X marketed as a true 4K gaming machine? I mean, it uses checkerboard rendering and what's it called, dynamic resolution. But and I'm not doubting for a single second that it won't look lovely on the Xbox One X. Hey,
Get out, you suck.
it's not true 4K. And I know it's
How do you miss every single shot? Seriously. How do you miss every single shot?
not Scorpio.
I wasn't even moving.
But there's so much we have
Seriously, this is why I hate backseat gunners.
and I think we
No wonder people only use fighters.
starting to develop here that the waters have been muddied in terms of
Yeah.
terms.
This is why people, that's why you use,
They kind of sum up what I've secretly been thinking for a long time, maybe not so secretly. Developers how to decide to use the Xbox One X, but we're also being sold the idea that it's a true 4K gaming system. Then, which is it? Are you selling us on the potential, the maybes? Are you selling us on the inceptions? Dear God, it turns out that data 4K 60 FPS games, the
have
inception
lost
on the
objective
Xbox One
Charlie.
X, which they very well might be, I don't know. Dear God, this flame war is going to explode and it'll be glorious, and I do not care who wins. I just want to be there to watch. So let's wrap this up really quick, this part at least. This guy said, this writer said he had some
pump it up, pump it up, pump it up.
barely steady 30 FPS. He said on Scorpio,
An enemy airship.
Oh shoot, behemoth.
but it's not true 4K resolution. It was dynamic resolution. Because the game
Come on. Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about fighters. Like, you have to get up right behind them. Yeah, and there's no backseat gunner, so you can't switch at will, at whim.
Power and what we're getting out of Assassin's Creed Origins is that it's just got more consistent 30 FPS at not even native 4K. I'm just saying, maybe the term beast has been watered down. Oh dear God, I've been talking about this bit for a long time. Let's move along.
Oh shoot.
We'll be here all day.
Oh come on!
If anything, that article
An enemy
actually
airship
makes
has
me
arrived.
question the true beast power of the Scorpio. Whatever you do, you, man.
But I said in my video last year that don't be surprised if the Scorpio outperforms a lot of people's gaming rigs, right?
Yeah, that wasn't disputed. Besides, a lot of times people wait until the console comes down until they upgrade it.
Halfway there. We have the upper hand.
PC is foolish because people have always had the option to build something stronger anyways. Oftentimes for less money.
Behemoth.
So, I'm here today. That wouldn't work.
Shoot, nope.
Ready and now. So,
In hindsight, I probably could have cut that out, but
I just understand it. So, I want you to know what's the damage control. Come to the front of it. Now, if you need a gap, you don't know. Been Ray talks. No one you know you have to get something together. Ray out, right? Damn, that's a lot of calls to justify. We have to go to another person. People, I don't know. You know what I mean? Unlike you,
If we both had
decorum itself since you stepped onto the internet.
but I so happen to document days of when Sophie and Fred.
Oh shoot, yep, run, run, run. I'ma get demolished by the A again. Come on, get out of there. That was close. What the heck? Come on, dang. Come on. Get out of there. Come on. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
Graphics don't matter, graphics don't matter. It's not about graphics, it's about the other things. It doesn't matter. See, he's not even really 1440p. It's just a checkerboard sort of trickery that they do with your eyes. It's a lie, man. The government trying to push that resolution so you fucking break the secret.
Da, feindliches Luftschiff!
What is that about? Why did I say that? But it's almost like a lot of us, should be blaming Sony for muddying the water in terms of what is 4K, what isn't. Obviously, 1440p upscale to 4K isn't true 4K.
No, 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 no. No. No, get out of there. Hurry. Please don't be an enemy plane. Ah. Oh no.
Return to the combat.
Console fanboy.
Return to the combat.
720p and 1080p and 720p and 900p. That's a very big difference since it's instantly recognizable. Not quite as obvious as 30 versus 60 FPS.
We have lost objective butter.
Games look way better at 900p than 720p. Because for some reason we have gaming consoles playing games at 900p and
We have taken objective Charlie.
So are you telling me that resolution isn't a big deal? After all this time you've been spent fanboying for a true 4K gaming machine? Because 4K didn't mean shit to you people until all of a sudden Xbox said, oh, we're going to make a 4K gaming console. All of a sudden it became the bee's knees and everybody... Obviously, they're not begging for checkerboard rendering. You got that out of it. It's just insane. I just think it is funny, though, how one side points out the hypocrisy of the other and everybody flip-flops on what's important based on what they can actually do.
He's an Xbox.
Stop stuttering.
Is it, though? Maybe sometimes. Maybe sometimes. Because from what I've seen here, and based on what I've seen from Microsoft themselves on their own website, introducing new packaging items for Xbox. Yeah,
Feindflugzeug da oben!
machine, but we have to tell you, 4K Ultra HD, HDR, and Xbox One X Enhanced. So they can have a game, or they can have a box, and they can slap this on the cover to let you know, oh, by the way, I don't even see for a long, long time, but that
Feindflugzeug, aufpassen!
of course, if you thought that every game was going to be named 4K, you were even if Microsoft puts 4K Ultra HD on the outside, it can still include checkerboarding and dynamic resolution. Because the true 4K, 4K Ultra HD, all this stuff, that doesn't matter. Don't matter. Doesn't matter. It's still going to be called 4K. Again, like Assassin's Creed Origins, dynamic 4K resolution. It's not true 4K. And it's not 60 FPS either. People are beating their drums and chanting themselves 4K 60, 4K 69 is bigger than fun. And yet when I was watching, Microsoft showing off all their games, many of which
Flugzeug gesichtet!
a lot of them were third-party games available to, everyone. So they weren't even exclusives to Microsoft. A lot of them I couldn't help but notice a lot of them said enhanced.
Flugzeug in
Xbox One
Sichtweite!
enhanced. There was some question as to what that meant, and apparently it means a developer has done special
We have taken objective butter.
Xbox One 6 teraflops of power, specific enhanced features will vary by game. So basically, this is a label that's practically meaningless. They just wanted to put Xbox One X enhanced to try to give you a reason to say, oh, see, we have a stronger system, so they made
Feindliches Flugzeug! Vorsicht, Flugzeug!
A sentry kit is available in all your locations.
Oh, one time I got the engine.
Feindliches Flugzeug, Jungs!
Dude, they crashed. Right.
What?
Resolution does not give you better graphics.
Wait.
Listen.
What? One more time. I must be.
Listen.
Resolution does not give you better graphics.
Yes, they do. Resolution, that's part of graphics.
Da! Yeah!
1895. Oh shoot.
Seen a lot of the footage. Now that we understand that Xbox One Enhanced is a thing that has to be put on video game titles, now you're saying, oh, resolution doesn't give you better graphics. If resolution doesn't give you better graphics, then
Resolution.
And this Scorpio would have better textures, better shaders, super satellite. Listen, I bought a PS4 Pro Day 1.
What do you even know?
House was like thought I would
who knew rushing for a race?
This 4.2
We
Me.
have taken objective Charlie.
Oh, me. I did.
From the PS4 Pro.
Why would you taxi, you dummy? It's dumb. Don't taxi. You just wasted a plane. They're probably gonna die.
You just said it played at a higher resolution. Oh yeah, you don't think resolution gives you better. Okay.
We are winning.
Apparently some meaningless thing to you now all of a sudden.
And it's not, okay?
Los, raus aus der Mühle!
You weren't going around blocking everybody. You actually listened to what other people were saying. You would have known before you spent all that money on a system that it would be doing this stuff at 60 FPS. If you didn't do your research, that's on you. God. Wait, come on, man. Hey, this Scorpio, give me that. Are you playing against me?
Oh, what?
We have lost objective butter.
What? Pro's not doing anything.
It's not a huge deal, but it does run at better resolution and it generally has better frame rates. Or hell, a lot of the times, I guess, we're just going to see the PS4 Pro have the same frame rate as the Xbox One X. I mean, but sorry, let me check my Based first-person shooter, Xbox One X goes at 30 FPS. All of the time.
Why is it called the Xbox One X?
60. Well, I mean,
The Scorpio changed to X.
4K. Xbox One X isn't even 60. It stays at 30 FPS. Like I'm driving a slideshow in space. It's like the more I learn about the Xbox One X, the less and less appealing it gets.
The Scorpio, we talking about hand
Hey, soccer.
recording. 4K, 60 frames a second, bro.
In games that support 60 FPS, Destiny 2 ain't one, Assassin's Creed Origins ain't one. I wonder what other games, it turns out, will not be at 60 FPS 4K. I wonder how many that will be. I wonder how big the list will go. I think the PC version goes up to, I don't know, 144 or so. I've heard unlimited, I've heard 144. Either way, really good, really high. Certainly gets to 60. I say skip out on this Xbox One X nonsense. Get yourself a PC. Experience games like you've never experienced them before.
We talking about PC glitches, bro.
30 FPS, bro.
4K native.
Except for the games that aren't native.
Now listen, like I told you guys that no one believed me.
Yes, because you're a liar who doesn't understand anything.
Call me everything but a child of God. I told you I knew somebody that knew somebody. Every game that we've been playing thus far this generation, the Scorpio can handle at 4K native.
And new games coming out, which it clearly can't handle it natively. And there's a lot of games out nowadays that are really tough to run that I would doubt a Scorpio could run at 4K native. There's a lot of really graphically demanding games out there. You sure about that? Every single one? You certain about that?
And everybody on these different shows, ain't no way the Scorpio's gonna give you 4K native.
Well, yeah, it's not powerful enough to do that without other graphical setbacks or frame rate loss. Is it a big improvement? Yes, it is, but it's just not enough.
I have $1,000 PC and I can end up this and that.
Yes, and it will run. Yes, we know. You can't. You can't think clearly. You can't examine data. You can't be skilled. You can't make a channel on YouTube for the day. You can't play YouTube.
We have taken objective
You
Alpha.
can't play Assassin's Creed Origins and True. Yeah, tell us more about what we can do.
I'm listening. Once I listen to the video, after you finish watching this video, you will get some footage there. I will leave a link down below.
A flame trooper kit is available near your location. We have taken objective Charlie.
I guess we'll find out.
Oh, no. Oh my god. That was close. Nope.
What they used on a break. You know what I mean?
Well, you're getting it on Scorpio, so you might as well learn to enjoy it.
Same thing as checkerboard. That wasn't good back then, right? But now you got to make a check. I can't make this up, man.
But you literally can't. You just made things for like how long was the video? You made things for however long this video was. That was yes.
I've been saying that forever, man, but
Okay. Well, that train wreck is finally over. That was fun, sort of. Not really.
We are losing
anyway, I'll go
objective
ahead and get this
Charlie.
posted up, and thanks if you watched this far. That was a lot to get through. That was a lot to get through. Next gen just never stops. I poke fun at you because you're a massive and you don't have your brain cells running together to make it smart. But you're just like rap here, just never stop thinking. Just never stop thinking. Some of the shittiest stuff I've never seen in my life. And I've watched
We are
the
losing
other
objective
shows.
Butter.
Until last time, thanks for watching, and you guys take care while I'm away. And I have what's going on in the
Elitist.
So maybe you should take a cue from that.
you're not going to even open the platform that you could do whatever you want to do. How long they game primarily, they want to
Okay. See you guys.